Hi, this is Miss Thompson again. I said I was going to make a video showing you what the student side of Imagine Learning, Discovery Education, and Prodigy look like. So we're going to start with Imagine Math. Right here you can see this is what lesson the student is logged in. So when they go to Class Link and they click on the Imagine Math icon, this pops up. And right up here by this little person, their name appears. I don't want to show you the student's name that I'm on, but that's where they go to log out. Also, there's a drop down box, but this is their home page. And this is kind of what you need to worry about, because this is what the current lesson that they're on. And you can see this student has already started the lesson before spring break, so they're in the middle of it. It's about 5 stages. Some of them are 4, some of them can even be 6 stages. But they always start with a pre-quiz, which is usually 7 to 10 questions, a warm-up activity, and then the guided learning is where they're actually getting most of the lesson at. So I'm going to click on the guided learning, or actually I'm going to click on start, and it's going to pick up on the guided learning. Okay, so you can see right here there's some math help options. So if you click on those, they get 2 visual help descriptions like this. And then there's also an Imagine Math teacher, which is a live teacher from Imagine Learning that can assist them. And then, of course, they can get assistance from you as well. They have tools over here that they can use. And then, of course, they have a calculator, math chart formulas, and vocabulary glossary. Now, if I go back to the home page, after they complete the guided learning, then they'll have some practice problems. There will not be a help option with that, so that may be where you would want to kind of jump in and monitor what they're doing. And then the post quiz will be, again, anywhere from 7 to 10 questions, and that's when they've completed the lesson. They'll, at the very end of it, they'll get a check or an X. It'll be a box over here on the left hand corner, and it's going to have like a list of things, and I can't really show you until the lesson's complete, but it'll have a list of things, and it'll have X's and checks, and the bottom one will say their post quiz, and this green check if they passed it, and a red X if they didn't. If they did, they can go on to a new lesson and it'll pop up, and if not, they have to repeat that same lesson again. But the kids are they're familiar with that. They know how that works. But you can assist them with the practice and the post quiz. So especially if they fail it once, you don't want them to keep having to do it over and over. So if they fail it once, that's fine, but maybe on the second round, they could get some assistance from you if the guided learning is not enough for them. The students need to try to do 2 lessons a day. Now, if it is taking them a little while to get through the entire lesson, then 1 lesson is okay. But they're going to have, for their first weekly assignment, they're going to have 4 lessons on here. So they need to try and pace themselves at about 1 to 2 lessons per day. Starting next week, there will be more than 4 lessons. So they may have to do 2 or 3 lessons a day, just depending on how fast they work. Okay, when your student is in Prodigy, it's really a game format, but in order to play the game and get points and get rewards, they have to answer questions. So this is what a typical question would look like. So they would have to read the question. They have tools over here that they could use to write with on the screen, different colors. They type in the answer, and then they hit cast spell, and that tells them if they're right or wrong. So like I use Prodigy in class as an incentive. So when the kids do complete their Imagine Math, they get to play the Prodigy game, which is just more reinforcement, but it's a little bit more fun for them. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you was the Discovery Learning. So if we click on the Discovery Learning icon, so when you log into Discovery Education, it tells you welcome, whoever the student is, and then it says home page and assignments page. But it also says no assignments yet. So the first date that they'll be accessible is Wednesday. So once Wednesday rolls around, then your students will have some assignments listed here, which are just going to be some videos that they can click on. They can also search through, or you can search through and find videos on other topics if you'd like for them to do that as well. But these are going to be the ones that are going to be assigned to them. And like I said, if they're not there on the main page, they can click on the tab and it'll have them listed here, and it'll show when they're completed. So that just kind of gives you an overview of what the student side of the programs should look like. The only other thing I wanted to mention is they do have Education Galaxy. This is not on their class link, I don't believe, but they know how to get to it because we use it every week in intervention time. Ms. Thomas was going to talk to you, call you and talk to you about the reading programs, but they can also get on here to do math, reading, writing. There's even some science on there too. So if you're looking for something else that they can be working on, Education Galaxy is a good one for them as well. I hope that helps you. And like I said, if you have any other issues, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.